Hello and welcome back. Today we have got an update to DaVinci Resolve Studio, which is version 21. Now, I'm a Linux user, and as much as I enjoy having free and open source software, I do enjoy the benefits that come with some proprietary components, such as Blackmagic's DaVinci Resolve. Now, if you are unfamiliar with using DaVinci Resolve on Linux, it is actually a fairly difficult and kind of a pain to install on the Linux system. So what we're going to do today is walk through exactly just how to do that using Fedora 44. So as you can see, I have a fully functioning version of DaVinci Resolve Studio 20. I'm just going to go ahead and click download on the version 21. So my initial recording is gone. I don't know what happened to it, and I apologize. So I'm just going to quickly redo it. So as you see here, I got DaVinci Resolve Studio 21 installed, up and running. It's going to pull up my project manager here in a second. There you are. And so we're going to go ahead and restart this process. So the first thing you're going to want to do is update your entire system. So, pull up a terminal, and if you need to, go ahead and just run whatever you have to. For Fedora, it's going to be sudo dnf upgrade -- refresh. Enter my password, and we're gonna just scan the system. I've already updated my system, so there shouldn't be anything here. However, as you can see, there has been some new packages since the last time I updated a few minutes ago. So if you want to, just go ahead and click yes, and then everything will go ahead and start to download. But anyway, while that's happening, we're going to go ahead and minimize that. And you're going to want to go over to the website for Blackmagic Design and DaVinci Resolve. So this is the official place to get it from. If you go here, you're going to see that you can get the free download, or you can buy online for just under $300. Now, if you're unaware, I believe that most people know this. You're going to want to buy the full studio version of DaVinci Resolve to use it on Linux. It's the most compatible. The free version, I believe there are limitations with what codecs you can use, and while it is frustrating, this is a one-time purchase of $295, and there's no subscription to come with it. Every update onward is free. If you feel like that's a steep price, maybe you should go check out some of their equipment. They sell cameras and other editing keyboards, and if you buy those, you typically get a studio copy of DaVinci Resolve included. Anyway, we're just going to go ahead and click on the free download, and we want the studio version. So that's what we are focusing on here today, and we're going to go ahead and click Linux. I've already downloaded my copy, so you don't have to fill all this out. All you have to do is just click download only. So once that's downloaded, you're just going to want to pull up that folder, DaVinci Resolve Studio, and I just use the GUI within KDE Plasma, and I like to just go ahead and extract this into a completely independent folder. So I've got a DaVinci Resolve folder in here. You can see I've already extracted the contents into here. So you're just going to extract it. It'll take maybe a few minutes at most. It shouldn't take that long. What you're going to want to do is open your terminal back up. You're going to want to navigate into that folder you created, and then you're going to want to go into the actual version that you're trying to install. So here we are inside of the DaVinci Resolve Studio version 21 directory, and then the first thing you want to do is give it permissions. So you're going to go ahead and type in chmod, sorry for my typing, +X to give it executable permissions, and then DaVinci Resolve Studio 21.run. So run that command, and then you're going to want to go ahead and install the package from the command line. This is the only real way to do it, and it's the surefire way. So the first thing you're going to want to type in is skip package check =1, and then space, and then you're going to go ahead and type in period, slash, and then you need to type in the file name precisely as it is, capitals and all. I've already got it here, so we're just going to go ahead and click enter. And this window has popped up. Now you're about to install DaVinci Resolve Studio 21. It combines the power tools of editing, color correction, yada yada. Hit next, and I'm just going to reinstall DaVinci Resolve Studio, seeing as I showed you earlier, I already have it installed. So we're gonna click next, just leave all that enabled. This is your little README. I believe we'll have a license agreement coming up after. You're gonna wanna agree to that. And while on Linux there is normally no user license agreement, DaVinci Resolve Studio is proprietary software. I try to keep my computer and my whole digital life open source and free of proprietary software. However, I do like that you can still have the choice, and that Blackmagic develops DaVinci Resolve for Linux. It makes doing what I do possible, and I don't have a problem putting this on my system. So we're just going to click next and start install. They're going to want your sudo password, and we're going to go ahead and let that install right now. So we'll be right back in just a quick second. Okay, and then we're just going to enter our sudo password one more time. Okay, so we are 100% done. Let's hit finish, and we're not done just yet, but we're just about there. So if you notice, we've got the application right down here. It recognizes it. It says DaVinci Resolve, revolutionary new tools for editing, visual effects, color correction, and professional audio post-production. But what happens when we click it? If you notice, nothing. Let's go ahead and check our app launcher, our little start menu, and try to launch it from here. And you see it's trying, but nothing happens. Now the reason for this is because Blackmagic ships DaVinci Resolve on Linux with outdated libg libraries. I don't know why. This is just what they do, so we have to move those into a separate directory. So what we're going to want to do is, well, let's just start over in our home directory to be safe. So let's go ahead and just start fresh. What you're going to want to do is go ahead and create a new directory. So you're going to type in sudo make directory -p, and you're going to type in the opt/resolve/libs/disabled libraries. So you might be asked to enter a sudo password. If you are, go ahead and just type it in. It's because you're making a change to something from the root directory that's outside of your home directory. It's technically a system change, but all you're doing is adding a folder to dump in old libraries into. Because when DaVinci Resolve tries to launch and realizes that it doesn't have the libraries necessary, it will pull the most recent ones that your system genuinely uses and not the outdated ones that Blackmagic ships. So if we head into the libs directory and we do a list, you can see how many different libraries are here. So we could go manually one by one with all these and say, okay, well, let's move move libs and then what? libg, you know, and all of these bad boys here. Or you could just use this simple little tool where you type in libglib star and then you just shove that into that directory that we made. So now if we were to run a ls command again, it might be hard to see, but this list is actually a bit shorter than the one before. So we're going to go ahead and do this command again, except we are going to move our libgio files too. And then finally we're going to move our libg modules. into that disabled libraries directory. Okay, so let's do one more ls command, and a lot of our libraries that we had that were old and outdated have now been moved. Anyway, to confirm that this all worked, what you're going to want to do is just go ahead and try and launch DaVinci Resolve. So let's just head back to the home directory, and we're going to launch it from the terminal, because if this fails, the terminal will give us a log. However, everything should be running fine. So to launch from the terminal, just type in /opt/resolve/bin/resolve. That is your program right here, this end piece that says resolve. Hit enter and just give it a second, and there we go. We've got it launched, and to prove to you that it is the same one from earlier, we're gonna go ahead and close this once it's up, and we'll just click our little shortcut, and there you go. I hope this was helpful for you, and I hope that if you need to install DaVinci Resolve or give it an update, that you'll refer back to this video. And maybe if you really enjoyed this video, you'll share it with someone else who's trying to install, and maybe even subscribe. So thank you again for watching. I will see you next time.